Yo, it's JB the Cowboy fan, and yes, sir, I'm back with another one. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Shout out to my subscribers. Yes, sir. Shout out to my day ones. Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all. But I'm gonna get right into this video. So I made a video the other day about Dak Prescott being outplayed by Cooper Rush, and all I keep hearing is I don't know football. Cooper Rush sucks. Dak is runner up to MVP. But my thing about comparing the two and making my videos and saying this is not to say I'm not, which makes it even worse is I'm not saying that Cooper Rush, like talent wise, is better than Dak talent wise. Because he has Dak has somewhat of a stronger arm. I give him that. You know, he did have some rushing ability, but as far as having arm strength, nah. But the thing is, the team just seemed like they played better with Cooper Rush. I mean, for the most part, Cooper Rush has been the only quarterback we've seen, more versus seeing Dak. Like Andy Dalton. He got hurt too when he came in, and all those other quarterbacks, they, uh, I mean, they really wasn't no like nothing you can look at the Dak. You even got, to compare and say, oh, they better than Dak or they play better than Dak. It's been mostly Cooper Rush who's came in and shown that he can run the offense and win games. And my only thing is that these Dak fanboys and all these other Cowboy fans, mostly to me they Dak fanboys. They Cowboy fans, but they prioritize Dak over everybody else. But my thing is not to say Cooper Rush is just so better than him. The thing is that he's supposed to be better than Dak is supposed to be better than Cooper Rush. But Cooper Rush pretty much plays on the same level as Dak Prescott. That's all I be trying to say, and it's shown. I hear excuses for Dak. Well, Cooper Rush, Dak has played the harder teams. Cooper Rush, he ain't that good. He throws picks. You see what he do against the Eagles? Well, hell, do you see what Dak Prescott do against the 49ers? Because he don't do shit against the 49ers. I mean, he had, hold on, let me get to that real quick and I'm going to hop back into this. But Dak Prescott has had the healthier team versus the 49ers. Let's check out a video I made about that shit. So this guy had a San Francisco defense that had Javon Hargrave on IR, Hufanga, the safety, starter safety on IR. I mean, Trey Greenlaw was out, Kevin Gibbs was out. But meanwhile, 30 to 24, Cowboys had, what they line up at? Cowboys had the only person. Oh, Rico Dowdle's out, but we still had running backs up in there. This was their only offensive player that was out. Once again, 2 picks. Literally gave 49ers 14 points. And see, that's what I'm saying because when he played the Niners week 8, the Niners had more injuries on offense and defense than Dak Prescott had on offense, basically on the Cowboys. Now we had injuries on defense, but Dak was going up against an injury-riddled defensive team in San Francisco, and he still played like garbage. So let's look at these teams he's played. Cleveland Browns. Matter of fact, Cleveland Browns, what are they now? Garbage. Saints, garbage. Baltimore, lost to them. New York, garbage. Pittsburgh, Detroit. You beat Pittsburgh, lost to Detroit. Okay, but if we want to look at the quality of teams, and they keep saying that Cooper Rush played the weakest team, most of the teams Cooper Rush played was playoff teams. Let me see if I can get onto the. Let's see here. Okay, okay. Cooper Rush played Philadelphia. He played Tampa Bay. He played Washington, and he played Houston. Cooper Rush has played 4 playoff teams. We talking about as the playoffs will start right now today. Even though there's a couple teams on both sides in the AFC and the NFC in the hunt. If you look at the teams that's considered to be playoff, if the playoffs started today, Cooper Rush would have played 4 playoff teams versus Dak, who only played Baltimore and Pittsburgh. He's 1-1 in the 2 games he's played against playoff teams. I'm just gonna say playoff teams because all I'm hearing from the Dak fanboys is Cooper Rush played garbage teams. Okay, but Cooper Rush played Philly, Tampa Bay, Washington, and Houston. He went 2-2 in his 4 playoff teams he's played. He's went 2-2 in his 4 games. But if you look at the quality of teams Cooper Rush played versus Dak, because that's all I hear them keep crying about. If you look at the schedule Cooper Rush had to play, he played Philly, Houston, Washington. You can cancel out New York because Dak played New York, and Cooper Rush beat New York just like Dak beat New York. He should have beat Cincinnati. The dude wouldn't have muffed that punt. He beat Carolina, so Carolina, that washes out the Saints. And then Cincinnati washes out Cleveland, if you want to put it like that, because neither one of them playoff teams. But actually, Cincinnati could possibly get in the playoffs. They're better than Cleveland. And Tampa Bay, Cooper Rush beat Tampa Bay. And he played Philly again. So and then on top of all that, Cooper Rush was playing with backups on the O-line, multiple starters out on defense and offense, and he still beat 2 of the 4 playoff teams he played. As a matter of fact, the schedule that Cooper Rush played was harder than the schedule that Prescott played. And y'all want to sit up here and talk about Cooper Rush garbage? Well, if Cooper Rush is garbage by this standard, what the fuck does that make Dak Prescott? If Cooper Rush is garbage and Dak is supposed to be better than him, but Cooper Rush consistently, when he gets in there, even in 2022, he outplays Dak Prescott. Man, y'all can miss me with them excuses about Cooper Rush. Dak Prescott didn't have this, didn't have that, and Cooper Rush sucked. We wouldn't go no. But to me, it just shines the proverbial light on Dak Prescott. That he fucking sucks. Cooper Rush has played the weaker teams. Dak has played the weaker teams. And when he's had the healthier team going against the other team that was more injury riddled than him, he still lost. Cooper Rush beat teams when he had backups on the O-line and missing starters on offense and defense. He still won some games. And he beat Tampa Bay without a running game. All y'all crying about is Dak Prescott. Jerry Jones didn't get Derrick Henry for Dak Prescott to have a running back when we know goddamn Mike McCarthy refused to run the ball. And even when Rico Dowdle was balling, he still would take the ball out of his hand. Tampa Bay defense shut the run game down because all Rico Dowdle had was 13 for 23. But Cooper Rush still went out there without a running game and beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is a playoff team. So y'all can miss me talking about Matter of fact, let's look at them records that the teams Dak play. Okay, Cleveland Browns, they 3-13. That's who Dak beat. Cooper Rush lost to an 8-18, and it really wasn't his fault. So even the Bengals was better than the Browns. Okay, the Pittsburgh 10-6, Baltimore 11-5. Okay, we give you them. He lost to Baltimore, but he beat Pittsburgh. Okay, Cooper Rush played Houston, the Eagles, Washington. Oh, Dak lost to Detroit too. Tampa Bay, he lost to the Falcons too. Man, come on, man. Look at the Falcons record. They 8-8 just like Cincinnati. Okay, so that's a wash with Cincinnati 8-8. But damn, Cooper Rush should have beat Cincinnati. That wasn't his fault. But the Falcons 8-8. Hell, Cooper Rush came in 11 minutes in the game. Hell, I think if Cooper Rush would have played the whole game against the Falcons, he would have beat them. That man damn near matched Dak stat for stat in 11 minutes when Dak had 3 quarters against the Falcons. Okay, they beat Carolina, who was 4-12. Okay. Dak lost to San Francisco, they 6-10. So who really played the weaker teams? Who really played the weaker teams? Dak Prescott or Cooper Rush? And Cooper Rush came out shining on him. My thing ain't to lift up Cooper Rush to say like he should be starting, he should be our quarterback. It's about Dak Prescott who's getting paid all his money, and we pay Cooper Rush pennies. But the guy we playing pennies is outplaying the guy that we play millions. This is a bad look on Dak. Not that I'm lifting up Cooper Rush saying he's better than him. It's a bad look on Dak Prescott. Yo, this JB the Cowboy fan. I appreciate y'all for listening to me. Like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go, Cowboys.
I'm glad. I will tell you this. If there's a human breathing that I've ever met that I'm proud that took advantage of me financially, I'm proud it's the one sitting to the right. And Dak. Yeah, check.